Hey guys, it's Zach from the Concon channel, and in this video, I'm going to show you what to do after completing the game in Black Myth Wukong. Now, after completing the game, players will have two options. The first option will be to continue the story, which essentially just puts you back into the game from where you left off, which will be before you completed the story. So you'll be able to go back to different areas and complete side quests you may have missed or collect items that you may have missed. Now, the second option is going to be to enter into a new cycle, which essentially is the New Game Plus of Black Myth Wukong. What the New Game Plus entails is that you'll start the game all the way from the beginning of the story, but you'll keep a lot of the items that you collected from the previous run. I would say that the only items you don't get to keep are the key items, as those are used to actually progress the story, so that's why you do not get to keep them from your previous run. Now, the things that you'll keep from your previous run of the game will be all your levels, your spirit skills that you unlock, your talent and talent levels you've unlocked, your armor and armor upgrades, your weapons, spells, transformations, the vessels that you've collected, and all the relics and their relic bonuses. Another thing that will also carry over will be your will. There will also be a few new features in New Game Plus. Firstly, being that enemies will deal more damage as well as have more health to them, which makes the game a little bit harder. Considering New Game Plus, it's supposed to be a little bit harder. Now, another thing is that the will and XP you gain will be increased as well in New Game Plus, and this will make it so that you get sparks a lot faster, and in turn will make it so that you can upgrade your character more frequently. Another cool feature of New Game Plus is that if you go to the shrines and you go to craft, you'll see that you'll now be able to upgrade armor at the shrine. Whereas before you had to go to the Ruse Scroll area and go to the blacksmith vendor in order to upgrade armor. So this is quite a nice addition to New Game Plus. Another thing about New Game Plus is that now there will be 3 new weapons that you can unlock in New Game Plus. The first being the Stormflash Longstaff, which will fall under the first tree right over here. And as you can see, it has an attack of 140 and a critical hit chance of 9%. Its unique effect is that it draws thunder while charging and inflicts thunder damage with every staff attack when in shock state. Now, the next staff that you'll get in New Game Plus is the Dark Iron Staff. This staff has an attack of 110 with chill resistance of 5 and burn resistance of 5, and its unique effect is that it considerably increases attack based on defense. Now, the third New Game Plus staff is going to be the Adept Spine Shooting Fuban Staff, and its unique effect is going to be that upon a successful hit with charged heavy attacks, each focus point cost slightly recovers health, attacking nearby enemies with spines shooting from the start. Also, what New Game Plus allows you to do is, because you're getting sparks more frequently, you're able to upgrade your tree more than normal, which makes the game a lot more fun, as you can change the way that you play the game quite frequently and on the fly. As you can see here, my foundation tree is completely filled and my staff stances is essentially filled. And the nice thing about this is, while I'm fighting bosses, I can just change my stances on the fly depending on the boss. Another thing that you get in New Game Plus is a new spell called the Life Saving Strand. Now, this is a passive spell that automatically gets activated when you die, and essentially it just brings you back to life. But the only downside is that you have to wait 600 seconds between each activation. Another cool thing about New Game Plus is the Relics, which is probably the best thing about New Game Plus. Now, with the Relics, in your first run, you obviously get to choose one ability of the Relic. Now, if you play New Game Plus, you get to choose a second ability of the Relic. So in your second New Game Plus, you're going to have 2 options that you can choose from with all 6 Relics. Now, if you go into New Game Plus, which is New Game Plus 2, you'll be able to collect all 3 abilities of each Relics. Now, the middle relic, being the Free Mind, you can only get by doing the true ending of the game, and you'll have to do this 3 times. So you'll need to do it in your first run of the game, which means to defeat Erlang Shen. Then you'll need to do it again in New Game Plus, and then New Game Plus Plus. If you obviously haven't done it in your first run, you'll obviously then just have to do it in your next 3 runs. But once you have done it 3 times and you have all the relic abilities activated, you get the special ability to get the Wukong stance. The way that you activate this is by having all the relic abilities activated, as I mentioned, and you'll need to equip all of the Wukong armor pieces as well as the weapons. So you'll need the Wukong helmet, the armor, the braces, and the cloud treaders, which is the feet, and then you need the Jingle Bomb. When you're playing the game and you see your focus points, as you can see in the bottom right, my focus points are full, but you'll see there's an extra bar at the top. Now at that very top, if you activate your heavy attack with all of the charge, you then get the Sun Wukong stance, which allows you to literally have the Sun Wukong stance from the final chapter of the game, which is absolutely sick. Now you only get to keep the stance for a minute, and then you'll have to then charge up again and try and get the stance by using all your focus points. But as you can see, the stance is quite overpowered. It does a lot of damage, but also considering that you can do the heavy attack, it's a pretty good stance. And yeah, that's how you unlock the stance. With Pluck of Many, all of my other monkeys have the abilities that I do. So if we all activate this move, the boss just gets absolutely destroyed. Now, as I've mentioned before, you get to keep everything and you get more will and experience and all those things. As you can see, another bonus that we get is with curious items and essentially just most of the items you collect in this game. Now, if you've had an item you've already collected, the item will actually be converted into wool. So if you go for the fragrant vines, you'll get wool for them. And if you go for the awakened wineworms, you'll also get wool for them. It's been Zach from the Con channel. I hope you guys enjoy the video and thanks for watching.